How about now?
Yeah, sound better.
Yeah, so welcome back to the Fight Table, guys. We're here to talk about today about David Benavidez versus David Lemieux. And I got to say, it was a spectacular performance by David Benavidez. I did not expect for him to win in that fashion, man. I honestly expected a war between the both of them because Lemieux's a pretty decent fighter who had some power. And I thought they were going to go blow for blow, and I was going to see both of them get hurt, But it didn't go down like that. And on top of that, I got to say this too, man. David Benavidez was a giant compared to David Lemieux. He looked so much bigger.
Yeah, so that was the idea, right? That both fighters are gonna.
They did what I said they were gonna do. They both kind of they didn't run around, They went for each other, But Lemieux was just outmatched, man, completely.
Yeah, Lemieux looked like he did do his game plan and he did swing,
Just wasn't strong enough, man.
I think it was a mix of Benavidez's because he really didn't connect. He connected once, but I think he was already hurt.
Yeah.
And like a decent shot. I mean, he hit more than that, but I think Benavidez's mix of his countering.
Yeah.
I think that helped him out a lot. Benavidez did look good.
Yeah.
He looked big.
I didn't think Benavidez had power like that, man. I honestly thought, I think I said in another episode before that he just threw a bunch of combinations, man. But he has some power, I thought it was more of just he wins because he keeps hitting
like
you,
a flurry of punches, which
But
it looked like it was that. At the end of the round one, did you see that? It was a little weird.
Yeah, so, he hurt him, and what happened was apparently the ref. You're talking about the ref, right?
Yeah.
So apparently the ref said he did stop the fight, but I think I remember reading this. He said he did stop the fight, but as soon as he stopped it, the bell rang. So he said he just decided to let him continue instead of really actually stopping it. Yeah, it's a little weird, but that makes sense, man.
Yeah, but do you even tell anybody that?
Because think about it, he really stopped him before the bell rang.
Yeah, he did stop him before the bell rang. I thought it was over.
Yeah.
And even the announcers thought it was over.
Yeah.
Announcers thought it was over. They were like, and then they were like, "What's happening?" Because he did just walk back to the corner.
Yeah. So that's what happened. The ref stopped it, I think, but since the round ended right after, like a second after he stopped it, he said, "Let me just let them continue."
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good call, though, man. Give him a chance,
It was okay, I guess. I mean, but I think if you're stopping it, you're stopping it.
Yeah, he probably thought there was more time there,
So, Benavidez did win a interim WBC super middleweight title off of this
nobody cares
fight.
about those, man. Shit.
He is technically now a 3-division title holder.
Interim, man. Nobody gives a fuck about interim.
Yeah.
Fucking champ. Listen, nobody's chasing the interim world.
No,
belt, man.
of course not. But if anything were to happen to Canelo, he's the holder. And not only that, I mean, if Canelo just never comes back to 168, you never know. He might
try to reign in 175.
in that light heavyweight division, But interim title technically means nothing. But I'm thinking like it is a little bit. It's an accolade for David Benavidez to.
What's crazy is that it was taking nothing away from Lemieux, he's a tough guy, but it's crazy. Who did Lemieux had that title?
No.
It was just vacant.
It's for a vacant. It's an interim title. Like Canelo has all the titles.
Yeah, I know that. But I'm saying so they just decided to make this fight.
It's because I'm sure if it works the same way as the UFC, that you only have a certain amount of time before you have to defend it if you're gonna hold it, and Canelo's.
Doing other things,
Since his last fight with
people, they're talking about maybe the next fight for Plant. I mean, for Benavidez might be Plant, man.
Yeah, so
and that'll make sense because they do have some history.
So, when they talked after the fight, his promoter went on there, and they were kind of talking the Canelo fight and all that, which is what Benavidez really wants.
Yeah,
along with everybody else, but. But his promoter went on the microphone and basically said, "Can we stop talking about Canelo because it's not going to happen?"
Damn.
And he said, I don't know if this was like a marketing thing.
Yeah.
To get Canelo to step up.
Yeah.
But he said this fight's not going to happen. We have 3 legit contenders for September. September is when he wants to fight again.
Yeah.
And he gave his list. It was Caleb Plant, Jamal Charlo, and David Morrell. And he said those are the three that they can make one of those happen. And they said, so let's stop talking about Canelo. It's not going to happen. He also threw a couple little shots in there. He said after Canelo's last performance, I'm not sure he's going to come back to boxing, which is ridiculous. But it was just a little shot.
Yeah, wow, man.
So
let's show you when you're on top, man. The world hates you.
So out of those three, who would you like to see?
Probably Charlo, man. But I don't see that fight happening, man.
No.
So more than likely, man, I feel like it's going to be what's the other guy?
Caleb Plant?
No, not Caleb Plant.
David Morrell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be him.
I'm not sure. I think if he fights Morrell, I'm not sure that gives him enough. At a certain point, if he stays in this division and he stays dominant, and Canelo stays in this division, and he stays where he's at,
yeah,
they're gonna have to fight each other.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can not fight a person until
you have to fight them.
You know.
Oh man, I don't know, man. Fucking Pacquiao and Mayweather went fucking forever without fighting each other.
Yeah. But as far in this era where those guys were jumping weight classes, you know.
Yeah.
In this era when people are trying to be undisputed, you're trying to hold titles, unless Canelo just gives up the titles.
Which he might.
It's heard of.
I think he's done it before, man.
Yeah. Unless he just gives up the titles and he doesn't care about their reputation anymore. But in this era, everybody cares about being undisputed. Yeah. And everybody wants to be that. Yeah. So there's only going to be so long until you get. I mean, listen, David Benavidez is real young. He's not going anywhere anytime soon.
He's like 23?
25.
25? Wow.
Yeah, he's 25 years old. He's 26-0, 23 knockouts.
Yeah.
It's
pretty good, man. But, man, we also got to be honest, man. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest about Benavidez, man. Okay. He's a good fighter. He's a good, solid fighter. He's doing a good job right now for himself. But at the same time, man, he hasn't been tested. He's been dropped by some fighters that aren't really popular, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Lemieux, to me, I feel like was his first real competition, man. But you got to understand, Lemieux's old, man. He's almost done, too, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. I wish you could go back, like, if you could just be in a fly in a wall and listen to these conversations between promoters or between fighters and stuff and see what's the reason these fights don't get done. Because it's not out of the realm of possibilities that these fighters don't want to fight Benavidez. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but the truth is, man, I read a post one time from a promoter or a fighter. Somebody said, I think it was a fighter, man, a boxer. I forgot which one it was who said this. But they said, at the end of the day, when a fight doesn't happen, it's the fighter's fault because they decide they're the boss of their managers and all that and everything like that.
Yeah, I get that.
And at the end of the day, man, if they want to fight them, they can make it happen.
I get that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So,
how many of these other fighters don't want to fight Benavidez?
Oh, yeah. Well, Charlo's
could be all.
Yeah, Charlo's one of them.
You know, I get the point because why would I want to fight Benavidez? I'm trying to get a money fight. I'm trying to get Canelo. A lot of these boxers, a lot of them are about their money.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna. First of all, they're not gonna risk their undefeated reputation. That's one. Then
these new age fighters, man, they gotta realize that having an O on your record means. I mean, a O doesn't make you fucking. You know, it doesn't solidify anything. It's when you fight.
Right, I agree. But
they gotta stop being scared, man. They gotta make the fights that are gonna, put the names out there.
I agree, but I think we're getting closer to that. I think we're getting closer to less talking and more fighting. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, let's hope so, man, because there's a lot of good fights that can be made right now, man.
I really hope so. And it sounds like around September, at the end of the year, there's going to be a whole nother list of big main events that are going to come up through.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Yeah, September, man. I think Canelo fights in September again, too.
Who's he going to fight?
I think it's a rematch, man.
The rematch?
I think so.
Okay, so if you're Canelo, do you want that rematch right away? We've talked about this before, but
Yeah, if I was Canelo, man, it's a little hard,
would
man.
you rather?
Honestly,
You're,
man.
you're Canelo. Hold on, man. You're Canelo.
Okay.
Would you rather fight Bivol or Benavidez?
Benavidez. Why would I fight somebody that I couldn't?
No,
look,
take everything into effect.
Yeah, look, I'm saying if I was Canelo,
Yep.
I'm gonna be real with myself, okay? And if I performed the way he did, I would tell myself, nah, I can't do it. This weight class with has some real killers.
Okay.
I would tell myself I better go back down, because at the end of the day, I thought I couldn't hurt this dude. And not once in that fight was he ever dominating, did he show he could win it?
Right.
Not one time. And if I was him, I would see that. And so I would rather go fight somebody that I feel like I have an opportunity to hurt. Benavidez is also a big dude, man. He's bigger than Bivol.
That's crazy.
So
huh?
yeah, so I would rather try against somebody that in my weight class and at least attempt that versus going to somebody that I already lost to at a different weight class. So. But personally, me, if I was a boxer, man, and I wasn't at the level of Canelo was, I would want to literally dominate my weight class, and literally wipe it clean. That would be me, because that would make me the greatest super middleweight of all time. I would have to be fighting everybody that wants to fight me. If Charlo wanted to fight me, I'd make that fight happen. Benavidez, I'd make that fight happen. The other Charlo, make that fight happen. Then after that, who's left?
Yeah, that's fair, man. But
Personally, me, I don't think I would do the rematch. Not if I was being real with myself and
Yeah.
I performed like that. Like I said, at some point he had to watch the fight himself.
oh yeah, he was
So
in it.
yeah, he was in it, but in his head, what did he say? Oh, I think I won it. No, bullshit.
Yeah.
So he had to have seen the fight himself at some point again, man, and he has to say to himself at least like, nah, hell no, what the fuck was I doing? So
Damn.
there has to be an awakening at some point,
Okay.
man.
Let me ask you this. So the difference between super middleweight and light heavyweight is not much. What's the 7 pounds?
Yeah, but you got to remember, after that they can rehydrate to a certain amount of weight.
I get that. But I'm saying Benavidez is bigger than Bivol. Taller.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about, weight. Bivol's a little thick, but
He's skinny, man.
No,
He's built like Nick Diaz.
No.
Nate Diaz.
who's built like that is Benavidez.
Yeah,
But,
I said Benavidez. That's what I'm talking about.
no, but I was talking about Bivol.
Oh, you're talking about
Phil,
yeah. I thought you said fucking Benavidez, man.
So Benavidez kind of has that height on Canelo. Kind of has that. He obviously has some
Yeah.
power. I don't know if
there were stiff shots, man.
I don't know if the flurries are gonna be enough for Canelo. Because like I said before with Bivol, his left was just as good as his right.
Yeah. And not just that, man, but at some point he had to realize that this guy could hurt him. So he
Yeah.
probably went more than defensive, man. At this point, was trying not to get knocked out versus trying to win the fight.
I'm just not sure if. Yeah, I want to now more than ever. I want to see Benavidez versus Canelo, but I'm not sure Benavidez' style matches up with Canelo.
I don't think so either, man.
He's too squared up. He's too it's good. It's a good.
Not just that, man,
He's
but
a damn good boxer, but
I feel like his body's too open, man. And Canelo's just gonna tear that shit up, man.
probably so, huh?
That's what I feel like that, man. Because he gets hit, man. Benavidez gets hit.
Yeah.
Now the only difference is not different, but the only thing is that if he can handle, hell no, he's been dropped before, Benavidez gets hit, so something's gonna land from Canelo, man, because he's more wild than Bivol. Bivol was very fucking I guess he was on point, man.
And he was pressure.
And his defense
Pressure
was
was
good,
huge.
yeah.
And I think the game. I mean, we've covered it before.
Mhm.
We've covered Bivol and Canelo. I just want to say the game plan for Bivol was
To a T, man.
to a T.
Yep.
He
Executed it
pressured
properly,
him.
man.
He
Yeah.
knew Canelo was moving up in weight. He's a little heavier. He's not used to it. Pressured him. Had Canelo walking backwards, just tired him out, and you could tell it all worked perfectly. Now, if you're Benavidez, if promoting wasn't an issue, if money wasn't an issue, if nobody had any say in whatsoever,
Mhm.
who are you fighting? In what order? Give me 3 fights.
Okay, I would do.
And think about it. You're Benavidez yourself.
Okay.
You're 25 years old.
Mhm.
Okay. I just want you to keep that in mind because I don't want. Obviously, the quick answer is Canelo.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For most
For
people,
a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know?
Mine
Go-
would be
go ahead.
Charlo, Plant, Canelo.
Charlo, Plant, and then Canelo.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be my order because Charlo is a pretty balanced fighter, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So with power, some speed, and good movement, right? Which that's fine, you know. I think I would be able to deal with that if I was Benavidez. Plant is a little bit more slick, so
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna take some adjusting. He's gonna take, you know. I feel like I want to prepare for that because it's a perfect style, man. Because Charlo has the power and the balance. What do you call it? Plant is slick, moves around. He can dodge a little bit better, and then Canelo's a mixture of both of them.
Okay.
So you know, get a
You
little
just
bit,
think that's
get a little practice in. You know,
that's the best route. And then
yeah.
saying
Or Plant, but I would rather get Charlo out the way because I feel like he might be a little bit tougher, as far as like a fight,
Mhm.
a brawl. Plant would just be more frustrating. That's it, and I feel like that's gonna annoy the shit out of me.
Okay.
And then Canelo's gonna be a mixture of both, frustrating and a brawl.
I think that's the best path. And I also think that's a damn realistic path of what might happen.
One of those two first. I mean, those three, and then Canelo.
One of those two first. Because Canelo also has his own business to attend to.
Yeah.
You know, he has the whole B-Bowl thing. He has the Triple G thing.
Mm.
You know, which
So what if he says he's no rematch to Bivol and fights Triple G?
I think that's not only do I think that's likely. I think if that does happen, he fights Bivol right after that. Because even Eddie Hearn said if Canelo chooses to fight Triple G instead of Bivol, he would like to see Bivol defend his title against I forgot who he said, but
Yeah, and then Bivol say he wouldn't mind fighting Canelo at 168.
I think that was just like a little jab.
What was it? But Benavidez, man, he has some fighters in line, you know, if he can get the fights to happen. So I would really like to see him and Charlo or him and Plant actually. That either or would be good. So that's exciting to keep an eye out for. Let's see who he fights next, man. It'll be bullshit if he fights none of them, you know? Because
Well,
that seems to happen a lot, man.
Who are we talking about now?
Benavidez.
Okay. He might it could very well be David Morrell. Could just be, you know, just like
What's his record, man, bro?
Morrell?
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. I don't know I don't know if he's ranked. I think he's ranked just like where David Lemieux was, like number 2, number 3, you know, but there's first of all, they're all named David.
Yeah, yeah, ain't that crazy?
He's a Cubano.
Cubano.
He is only 24 years old.
What's his record look like, man? That's what I'm asking, dog.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. First of all, I want you to give me a guess.
His record?
Yeah.
18 fights.
Less.
14.
Less.
What? 12?
Less.
10?
We're talking about he's ranked number 3. He's a Cuban fighter.
10
Okay.
fights?
Less. He's at 6 fights.
There's no way, man.
Yeah, so he's 6-0.
Are you sure you're looking at the right thing? There's no
Yes,
way,
I'm
man.
looking at the right thing, man.
What the fuck? Why? How is he ranked 3?
Well, you know-
Who has he fought?
You know, nobody, man.
So how the fuck is he ranked 3?
Oh, you know, I mean, they see your skills and stuff like that.
That
But
doesn't matter. You got to beat a ranked 3 to be ranked 3. You know?
I'm sure he has a lot of fights, dude. He's Cuban.
Yeah,
He's probably really
fight-
not 24 years old, man. He's probably like 36. But you're gonna pick your age when you get here from Cuba. But
Let me see what this guy looks like, man. Fuck,
He-
piss me off.
he looks pretty good, man. He looks pretty shredded. He looks like he's 36. I'll tell you that.
Let me see. What's his name?
David Morrell.
David.
Nah, he looks like a young dude. But you know, like Cuban fighters, man, they fight a lot. I'm sure he was in the Olympics and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
Cuban fighters are real good, man. So you know what, man? Actually, now that you're telling me he's Cuban, man, it wouldn't. I don't mind seeing that fight either, man.
I'm
Because
sure-
Cubans are fucking tough motherfuckers, man. Shit.
And
Tough fighters.
he has experience, man.
Yeah, amateur experience. Yeah, he's 24. Look at what it says. Let me see. Super middleweight titles in Germany as an amateur. He won gold medals at the 2016 Youth World Championships.
There you go.
He might have some power, man. 6 fights, 5 knockouts.
And it wouldn't be
Look at his amateur record: 130 with only 2 losses.
wow.
Yeah, he's Cubans, man. Shit.
Cuban's got a lot of fights, but it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities that I see someone like Benavidez try to fight him,
Get him out
and
the way early.
because
man.
yeah, David Morrell might become a name, might
Yeah.
become a real thing, and to have a win over that guy,
Early on, man. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
early
that's,
on.
That's what Mayweather did with Canelo.
Yep.
Got him out the way,
So that might be a real possibility. Charlo and Plant. That's what Benavidez promoter said. One of those three are realistic.
Well, actually, now I'm kind of excited. Either or, man. Shit.
See what David Morrell's about.
Yeah.
I've seen his name pop up before, but haven't watched him.
Now,
How you like that?
well, it's alright, man. It has a little kick to it. It's not for the faint of heart. I'll say that. But it kind of tastes like that Mountain Dew hot Cheeto one.
Mm.
But anyways, man. Are we still on Benavidez?
Have you got something to say?
Well, I was gonna say something about Mayweather's fight, man.
Okay. Oh yeah, Mayweather fought.
Yeah, he fought in
Nobody gave a fuck.
Yep.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool to see it on paper. It's cool. Like, okay, yeah, you're 103 years old and you're still fighting.
First of all, man, he's 45. I did not know that.
Yeah, he's old.
He's
Dude.
fucking old, dude.
And he's still. I mean, he's still.
Honestly, man, he shouldn't come back like for real. Cause
He wouldn't, dude. He's not stupid.
Yeah,
either,
he's not, man. Because
He's
he
not
looked
gonna,
fucking terrible.
he
Definitely looked his age, man.
He looked his age. He's over there. You see that video of him hitting the mitts?
Nah,
Like he's looking at the camera. He's hitting the mitts and like, as if, it's still impressive. That you still got that little speed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, duh, people, you and your coach, practice that a million times.
After that, but he doesn't have to look. His trainer's fucking doing it for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood that shit. When people don't want to look, man. Like your trainer's fucking putting it on your gloves,
Yeah. So, who that guy was his like former sparring partner?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about that guy, dude.
They picked him up off the street.
Yeah, well,
They picked him up on the way to the stadium. Shit.
Apparently he's undefeated, man. I don't know, but
I'm sure he got paid for that. First of all, it was in fucking Abu Dhabi, or
it was in it was in what do you call it?
Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai.
That's the same thing, right?
Is it?
I don't know.
He said, "Is that our city, Abu Dhabi?"
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest.
Why you ready, bitch? You see, now he's blushing. Look at my friend. I don't like that. I don't like seeing him like that.
They were in Dubai. I think Abu Dhabi is a city in Dubai.
Let's fact check.
So
I need a laptop too, man.
yeah. We'll just double the podcast budget.
Abu Dhabi, yeah. Wait, capital of the United Arab.
The AUE or whatever the hell.
Capital of the United.
Yeah, so
Arab
that.
Emiratis.
I think it's all the same shit.
Abu Dhabi.
Do you even know where it's at?
No, I don't.
Yeah, like on the map. Could you point it out?
No, hell no.
And not me neither, right? I think at a certain point you just cross
No,
over.
see, look, Abu Dhabi is not in Dubai, and Dubai is not in Abu Dhabi.
So that's a real question. Does it? Hold on, man. Does it really say that? Abu Dhabi is not in Dubai. Dubai is not in it. Okay.
I don't understand but it says this. Oh.
First of all, that's hilarious. No, so I think at a certain point, I to be honest, I don't even know where on the map it is. I couldn't point it out. It's somewhere. It's close to Africa, right?
It's southwest of Dubai.
Or is that India?
Listen, man, you confuse the shit out of me, man.
At a certain point, you cross over and everybody's wearing turbans, and then you know you're there.
Oh yeah, look, this is difference. There you go. That's how far they are from each other. Dubai and
I could walk.
yeah, it's about I don't know, 15 minutes from here. An hour and 18 minutes driving.
So it's the same area.
No, it's not Dubai. It's not the same area. As you can clearly see.
Where on the map is it?
Let's figure this out.
Is it by
Well, Abu
what
Dhabi.
country? Which one of the 7 continents that I know is it next to?
It's a. There it is.
Madagascar.
That's what it is. It's called Abu Dhabi. Look, there it is.
What country is it?
It's one of the 7 United Arab, whatever the fuck that means.
Whatever, I give up. Remember when COVID happened and the whole world shut down
Yeah.
and the UFC did like 14 cards over there?
In this place?
Yeah, they did. They had like a whole like couple months. They just stayed in over there and they just flew fighters.
That's what it says.
You know, I don't know. Just fucking that could be in a different language, for all I know.
It is.
But yeah, when COVID happened and the whole world shut down, the UFC would just like fly.
To Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, out there. They did like 2 months worth of cards over there. They built a whole like stadium.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
Overnight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
However that works.
How far they went for to keep it going.
One time there was like a card over there, like a UFC card, and like the AC went out, and it's a desert.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You know, it's like 200 degrees, and I don't know. First of all, how do you
You don't?
live over there? Do they just not go outside?
No, they stay inside all day.
What if they travel underground like ants?
They have secret tunnels like we do here
Secret tunnel
in America.
And then they wear those turbans all day and blankets.
Yeah, that probably helps, man. Honestly,
Really?
I would think so. You think about it. You blocking the sun. You can't not be wearing that all day, man. And fucking, what the hell is that?
You think they wear it inside their house?
Yeah, I would. Maybe
How disrespectful would it be if we wear those on the podcast? I think if we have good intent, it'll be all right, right?
Yeah,
I don't want no problems with the
I don't want problems either, man.
with
But we're looking for them. No,
with the people.
I want to wear with that thing that
The dress?
Nah,
the,
man.
The sheet?
It's like the long.
The sheet.
Someone's worn that before in the UFC. Maybe it was Ngannou.
That's an African thing.
Yeah, I want to wear it.
Oh, okay.
It looks comfortable.
We get those. We have connection.
Yeah, I know. I thought I could have sworn I asked for one a long time ago,
Yeah, we did.
and for my kid.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
We'll take care of it. Anyway, let's get on with this, man. Shit.
Okay, so
what you got?
we also want to talk about Garcia versus Cruz, right? So apparently that fight.
Will you
Apparently,
stop hitting whatever you're
I'm
hitting?
not hitting nothing, man. Something's here. Damn, that's loud, man.
It is loud.
Anyways, let me get back on track. Stop distracting me, man. So Garcia versus Cruz. Okay. So apparently that fight's not gonna happen, and apparently it was never like a real thing where like it was mandated, because they both have their own fighters to fight like their own fights. You know, Garcia is supposedly supposed to fight Javier Fortuna,
Yeah.
but
So
I don't want to say much on that, man, because fucking Garcia irritates me. Every time this guy posts something, man,
yeah,
he posts something that never happens.
it's like a rumor.
or it never happens to be true.
He's like spreading his own rumors.
Yeah. So why would you post something like that without being officially anything official, and continue to do it every time? He posted about Pacquiao. He was saying he was going to fight Gervonta Davis, and the fight was going to be made. Never happened. Now this one, like, why would you do that shit every time?
I mean, like, to a certain point, to a certain extent, it's like promoting your own fights. It's
if they're gonna happen.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But at some point, it's annoying because
That's strike 3 for this dude.
yeah, he did it with Pacquiao.
Yeah,
That was one.
That was never real.
That was never real, huh?
Never real. Davis, he called out Davis. He said he was gonna fight Davis. His plan was never to fight Gervonta Davis.
And it's not even just a call out. It's like literally he's posting the picture
Yeah,
of them. He's saying they're gonna fight his
And-
upcoming fight. Blah blah blah.
and nothing. But-
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, man.
But a quick little fact, man, that in case there's a lot of people that don't know, clean yourself. Javier Fortuna was the fighter he was gonna fight before he all of a sudden he pulled out of for having mental issues or whatever. His little depression thing.
Yeah.
That's the fighter he was supposed to fight. and he pulled out.
Wow. And
Because-
David Fortuna is a real contender, man.
No,
He's
Javier Fortuna.
Javier Fortuna. Everybody's
Yeah.
named David
Yeah,
today. My bad.
Yeah, he is. He's 37 fights with 26 knockouts.
He's a title holder? No.
I don't know, but he is a contender, man. He is a good fighter, and he could give him trouble, man. So apparently he has to fight that guy.
Did you see his little tattoo comments?
No.
Or he said he was insecure about his tattoos or some shit.
So I don't know anymore, man. How you gonna be a fighter, man, and let that shit get to you?
I don't know, man. I mean,
Just don't make him like me anymore, I guess, man. I don't know what to say.
yes, not, man. Well, never mind.
But regardless, man, Garcia's a good fighter, man. He's. I hope he can keep his head right on the shoulder, man, and give us some good fights, you know.
Because how old is he? Like 23, 22, something like
Something
that?
like that.
He's got to, like, if you feel this way, man, you got to, like, stop saying this publicly. Because at a certain level, man, whenever you get to these high-profile fights, I feel like these fighters going to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And just get in his head and make him fight, you know, emotionally. And then that's going to, and God forbid he loses once, you know.
Yeah, we were talking about that, remember?
Yeah,
If he loses one, that might be it for him.
he
man.
might. That's the type of fighter that he might not bounce back from that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man.
And then what I would hate to see is like him fight emotionally, and then go in there and end up losing to somebody he shouldn't be. He shouldn't have lost to. You know, kind of
Like Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz. That would have been. But Cruz really doesn't talk a whole lot of this. I'm talking about like when he gets to like a high profile. Imagine if he fights Romero
Yeah, for real.
or even Devin Haney or something like that, man. They would tear him apart.
But apparently Garcia and Haney are actually friends, man.
Yeah.
They fought multiple times in the amateurs.
I'm sure.
I think it was like one each.
Oh yeah.
They each won one.
Remember when they got in the ring with each other and they said it was after Garcia's
and
win.
And it's the same shit, man. Like why did they? I don't blame Haney for that. I believe Haney was really
I
gonna
don't
do
think
it.
Haney wants anybody, huh?
Yeah, but Garcia, man, like God, dog, man, like quit saying you're gonna make these fights happen, and then they don't fucking happen, man. Shit.
Hopefully we get an announcement soon.
Yeah, we'll see about that, man. Shit.
Because apparently that was the whole thing too, right? You said that they canceled the mandatory.
Well, apparently it was never mandatory for
Really?
between them. Yeah.
Because I saw that the WBC they canceled.
Was it canceled?
Yeah.
I thought it was because
it was made.
I thought I read something else, but
And then it was canceled because both fighters had another fight scheduled.
another mandatory, right?
Which makes no sense.
Yeah, because they just fucking won.
Cruz especially
Yeah,
just
yeah,
fought.
yeah,
Cruz
yeah.
just fought yesterday. And he already has another fight.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense.
Speaking of announcements and fights coming soon, Shakur Stevenson said announcement coming soon.
But who does he fight, man?
I mean,
What if he moves up?
Nah, I don't think he would move up yet. He does want to go undisputed in that weight class, I think. Roger Gutierrez is a WBA champion right now.
Okay.
And then they have this like Asian guy. He's the IBF champion.
In a way.
No, not that guy. Kenichi Ogawa.
Konnichiwa?
You know what? I think I said that right.
I don't think you did, but
Kenichi Ogawa.
I don't think you did, but more power to you, man. Let's go.
Yeah. Feel pretty good about it. I'm sticking with it. But
you go ahead and do that, man.
yeah, so I think he definitely wants to go undisputed in that weight class first, and then move up.
Yeah.
You know when you go undisputed and you hold all those belts,
What's left?
and somebody just comes and beats you, that's the easiest way to get
All
become
4 belts, yeah.
undisputed.
And then somebody else beats him because he wasn't that good. You just happened to have a bad night.
Yeah. Wow. Isn't that crazy?
Are you
But I
talking about Jermaine Taylor?
No.
Hopkins?
Yeah, he beat Hopkins, right?
And he became undisputed.
And then he lost it right away?
I don't know if he lost it right away, man, but I don't think he was
I think-
undisputed for too long.
Because at some point they become vacant because, like,
They cost money,
if the
man.
WBC and the IBF or whatever, if they don't agree, they have a mandatory for you, and the IBF has another mandatory. So if you end up choosing to fight this guy, then your IBF title goes vacant.
Yeah.
You know?
Mayweather said, I think I heard, a long time ago, he was talking about why he doesn't care for belts. He said because they cost money, you know. And he said, why would he hold a belt that costed him money when he just fight somebody else and make more, you know?
I just hate that, like, ideology in boxing. It makes no sense. Like, what's the point of having titles if you don't want to be champion? And Mayweather, to an extent, ruined the whole idea of taking an L and fighting a fight you don't want to fight when
it's supposed to happen.
When it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, but
and I think even after Mayweather's been inactive for a while.
Yeah,
like really inactive, where he was really fighting a contender, you know, and it's been a long time since then. And I think we're just now getting to the point where these fighters want to fight each other.
Yeah, but you got to give Mayweather credit, man. You gotta give Mayweather credit, man. Because
credit for what? Credit for killing boxing?
No, hold on. I'm about to tell you something, man. Look, whenever he fought Ortiz, okay, Ortiz had just came off a spectacular win over Andre Berto, which they were both. Berto was undefeated. He was a pretty good prospect, man. And Ortiz beat him. He fought Ortiz, right? When he fought Mosley had just came off an impressive win over Antonio Margarito. Okay, so then when he fought Maidana had just came off a win over Adrian Broner, an impressive win. When he fought Canelo had just beaten Austin Trout, an undefeated fighter that was real good. So every time he fought somebody, he fought them when they were looking good. So you gotta give him some credit for taking.
Yeah, of course. But now look at him. He's fighting in fucking Abu Dhabi or whatever the hell. For
apparently he hasn't paid Logan Paul, man, for their fight.
Says who?
He said it.
Imagine what? Hold on. He said it.
There was an interview about it, about him not paying him or something like that. And there's I read articles about it too, where Logan Paul still hasn't been paid for the fight.
You know what? I think I did see Logan Paul say something about that.
Yeah.
It isn't that crazy.
But a pay-per-view money, I don't know if it's pay-per-view money or the actual purse, but a pay-per-view money apparently takes a long time, man. Apparently Mayweather's still getting money from some pay-per-view fights that happened way years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, you always kind of have some sort of steady income because people are always going to be watching your stuff, you know?
Pay-per-view, man. That's when you know when you made it, man. When every fight you do is pay-per-view.
At that, whatever, man. Shit, these pay-per-views are so weak right now, man. Think about it.
Was Benavidez pay-per-view?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
There's no way.
Showtime pay-per-view, BBC, man. Everything. If you're.
Yeah, I think I had my nose running, man. Shit.
Yeah. Will you stop tapping
I'm
and
sorry,
banging on everything?
You see?
if at a certain point, man, if you get mentioned, you're a pay-per-view fighter. What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Because I don't think. Well, let's be honest, man. When it comes to pay-per-view, there isn't really a name that's super big right now that pay-per-view should be a thing for them, man.
Yeah.
Besides Canelo,
That's
the only name. Because think about it, Davis. A lot of people remember, and it shows when we go out to watch these fights, you can tell who's big and who's not, man. And the fan base. When you go see Canelo fight, stacked.
But the last two Canelo fights have been with huge UFC cards.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Let me tell you something, man. Every UFC card is stacked.
Yeah, because UFC they
put a lot of fights on one card.
Yeah, they have real good fights all the time. And a lot of times in the UFC, you see knockouts, and that's what people like. But once again, though, when we saw Crawford Spence, kind of dead. I mean, Crawford and Porter.
Yeah. Kind
of dead. When we saw Spence versus Ugas, kind of dead.
Yeah.
Charlo versus Castaño, kind of dead. Stevenson versus Boy Valdez, kind of dead. You know.
Listen, man. If we're gonna sit here and keep talking, man, I need you to sit still.
I can't do it, man.
Okay, stop kicking shit.
Let me just hold my hands. Happy.
What's moving over there? I can hear it. What else we got, man? Shit.
I don't know. We got a possible Crawford versus Spence set for in in Las Vegas.
Oh, you were talking about that. You said something about like Sean Porter's podcast or something like that.
Yeah, that Crawford and him were talking, and they were saying that the fight is in the works. Now, it's not confirmed. No contracts have been signed, but apparently it's being worked on and set for Las Vegas. So that'll be cool.
Looks like it's inevitable, huh?
Yeah,
like
they have
we're
no
getting
choice.
close to it.
They both said that they want it, so that's what matters now. Because at first, I remember it was a money issue. One wanted to be the A side, one said, "Nah, I'm the A side," you know. So it went like that. But it seems like it's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that fight. It'd be cool.
That's insane. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, too, I got Teofimo Lopez.
Oh yeah, what's going on with that?
He said he's gonna be ready by August, and he's also gonna fight at 140. And that being said,
that's
man,
welterweight, right?
that is super lightweight.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, shit.
So Josh Taylor was undisputed at that weight class. For some reason, the WBA belt went vacant. I don't know why. I'm sure he had a mandatory and didn't accept the fight or something like that, so it went vacant. So that's a thing. You know, I doubt he just goes in there and straight fights Josh Taylor, you know, but you could see other contenders around that weight class, and then he could just be gifted a belt right away.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. So he said he's ready by August. This is something to keep an eye on. Hopefully we see an announcement soon. Outside of that, I don't have anything. You got anything else?
Well, I just want to say this: that if Lopez really wants to get his name back out there, man, a rematch for Lomachenko would be pretty cool.
I think he's done with lightweight.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow, he loses once and that's it, huh?
I think he was.
He was probably done anyways, huh?
I think he was done before that fight.
Yeah, because he was getting kind of big, man. He was kind of big for the Kambosos fight.
And I think the whole the weight cut was tough, and I don't think I think before that fight even happened, that was going to be his last fight at lightweight.
Yeah.
I don't think he expected to lose.
Yeah.
But
which was an amazing fight, by the way.
He was done. That was a good fight.
Amazing fight.
And it created George Kambosos Jr.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Kambosos said, "Fuck it, let me fight Haney." Something Lopez didn't want to do. Something Garcia doesn't want to do, and he actually has more to lose. He's undefeated too, right?
Kambosos, yeah, he's 20-0.
Undefeated, and he has the belts.
And yeah, he currently has the WBA, IBF, and WBO.
He actually has some real shit to lose.
Yeah.
And he said, "Fuck it, let's do it." You know.
Yep.
That tells you something. All these other ones that are fucking social media freaks, man, they just want attention, man. Shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's kind of stupid. They post more than they fucking fight. Goddamn. They fight more on Twitter than they do in fucking in the ring.
Yeah.
And then but
it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Next week. We got a good one.
Yeah.
We have Gervonta Davis versus Rolly Romero, man.
Damn, you know what, man? Originally I was going for Davis, man, but I think I'm going for Romero now.
Yeah, you know, like, so obviously Gervonta Davis, Tank Davis, he's
the favorite, man.
Yeah, he's a heavy favorite. He's the A side. He's everything, you know. But the way Romero talks about him, man, and they got some bad blood in this fight.
Yeah. First, I think Romero's promoted by Mayweather.
Yeah, they both are.
Both, even Davis does.
This is his last fight.
Oh, okay.
Under Mayweather Promotions.
So how's that working? How did it train?
I don't know. I'm sure, like, to keep it professional and keep everything, you know, like you promote until your last fight.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's still going to be on the side. He's still going to be in attendance, Mayweather, and there's a chance that he still resigns.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought Mayweather and Gervonta Davis had some bad blood a little bit too, man. Not bad blood, man, but a little bit of
I think it's just business.
You think so?
Yeah, I think everything that was talked about was just business. You know, that being said, there's kind of, you know, if this fight were to go the distance and like it wasn't a clear victory or something, I think Gervonta Davis did lose a little bit of like political backup as far as like, you know, the judging and boxing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah.
So I did see this rumor that said like Romero could possibly be like a replacement for Gervonta Davis as like their poster boy.
Yeah.
Mayweather.
The way he's talking, man, he's doing a good job.
Yeah. Man, Romero can talk, dude. Romero, you know, make you feel this big, man. Shit.
That was you this time, you see?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, man. Really, man, I don't think I've ever really heard him talk, even though I've known about him for a little bit.
Yeah.
Until the TikTok stuff, you know?
God,
And
dog.
the first time I heard him talk, I was like, "What the fuck? That's his voice."
Yeah, once you hear it once, you can't go back.
Yeah, and
Sometimes you get real quiet, you can hear it.
but he's a funny dude, man.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
So I'm hoping he win. You know what? If, at least if he loses, at least him and his and Lopez, man, they're real good
I
friends.
think.
They'll be
Oh yeah.
they'll be comfortable with each other now. You know.
So, I think just a mix. The mix of him leaving, there might be like a little not little animosity between him and Mayweather.
Yeah.
A little like, you know, at the same time Romero, I think, and this is a bad blood fight, man.
Yeah.
We've seen it a lot. People fight emotionally, and then get caught. Also,
That might be Davis, man, because Davis gets his fucking
a
little emotional, man.
Yeah, a little emotional. He did, and Romero did call him out, man. He said in sparring, he said he's seen Davis jump out of the ring,
Get
start
mad.
yelling, get mad, blah
Yeah.
blah blah, and
I've seen that. Remember when it was heavier, when he got real fat and he was sparring somebody, and he was like, I think he got frustrated, man. He was trying to knock him out or something. Then he couldn't, so he walked out the ring.
wow.
And that dude was getting beat up though, regardless. The
And
sparring
Romero's
partner.
a hard hitter.
Yeah, he's pretty fast too, man.
He's pretty fast.
Yeah, he's
pretty
pretty
hard
fast.
hitter, man.
He's pretty
So,
fast, man. So,
I'm excited. If the only thing I'm saying, man, is he looks when he starts sparring, he looks a little stiff, like a little too squared up, a little too stiff, and the way Gervonta moves, man, it could just be a problem. Listen, it wouldn't surprise me if Gervonta Davis just goes and does work and just knocks him out, within 3 rounds.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's a lot coming together for an upset.
Yeah, man. It's been like a year of upsets, man. Shit.
Yeah, and if an upset were to happen, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I think honestly, man. I think if Davis gets knocked out, I think it's a bigger upset than Canelo Pivot, man.
Oh yeah.
That'll be fucking insane.
Yeah. So
Especially if it's a knockout, dude.
So Canelo beat Vol was 4-1, man. It wasn't even like, I mean, he was a heavy favorite, but it wasn't that. Tank Davis is 7-1. That's a big upset.
Yeah. So if he loses, man, especially by knockout, man, and I feel like somebody might get knocked out. You know, there's 2 powerhouses going in there.
Maybe not a knockout, but I could see like a decision win because
It's gonna be a knockout, man.
Because listen, if Davis ends up getting hurt, man, and then just runs the whole fight, that's a high possibility, man.
Yeah, he might. He's done it before.
Davis is not going to put himself in a situation where he gets like knocked out, unless Romero were to catch him.
Yeah.
So Romero might catch him, he
Well,
might get hurt, and then the rest of the fight we see Davis walking backwards.
At some point, man, though, Davis is gonna have to start swinging, man, or throw a punch. And when he does,
I don't think he will, man, because we saw last time with Cruz would catch him, man, and before
survival mode, you know?
before Davis even broke his hand, anytime they got into those like, clinch type of dirty boxing kind of moments, Cruz just took advantage of that, man, and went to the body, went to the head, and all that. And I've said it over and over again, man, but I think Cruz won that fight, and I think he won it pretty convincingly. So
yeah, I just told you, man.
and Romero
Cruz is
saw the
tough.
same thing.
Yeah.
These fighters, they watch film of their previous fights and stuff like that. Davis's previous 2 fights before that too.
You know, man, Davis is
He's not untouchable.
yeah. That I was gonna say he's in a way, man. He's kind of showing he's slowing down a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Well, he is, but he isn't, man.
Yeah.
And
No, for a fact, man, Davis is the better boxer, man, over Romero. All the way, man. Better boxer. I think I don't know if he's a harder puncher, but definitely a better boxer.
Romero is hilarious, man, because they were showing him training, man, and he was imitating Gervonta Davis, and he's throwing like these little like half-ass jabs, and then throws this uppercut, but like clearly like swings behind him and throws it up as hard as he could, like he's aiming for the sky.
Yeah.
Like damn.
That's what Davis does, man.
Romero's hilarious.
He's a funny dude.
I think it's a mix of Romero's gonna get in his head.
He's gonna fight stupid. He's gonna fight angry.
This is fight week, man. This is when it's all gonna come out.
I wish we don't work Saturday, man. God dog.
Well, you got anything else, man? What time are we at?
He's about to start yelling at me, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, 52 minutes. That's not bad.
All right, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
So I go fishing.
Yeah, we're about to go night fishing. I'm excited. Hopefully, I don't get lost. Hopefully, I don't end up somewhere I'm not supposed to.
All right.
All right, everybody.
All right,
See you
guys. Thanks.
next time. All right.